ॐ श्री गणेशाय नमः। ॐ श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीराम जय जय राम। 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 जय जय राम। ॐ रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। ॐ श्रीरामचन्द्राय नमः। अतुलितबलधामं हेमशैलाभदेहं दनुजवनकृशानुं ज्ञानिनामग्रगण्यं सकलगुणनिधानं वानराणामधीशं रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। रघुपतिप्रियभक्तं वातजातं नमामि। ॐ श्री हनुमते नमः। ॐ ध्यायामि चिन्मयानन्दं गुरुदेवं महामतिं प्रेमपूर्णं क्रियाशीलं सदा लोकहिते रतं कृपालुं सुन्दराकारं समर्थं सत्यदर्शिनं वाचा तत्त्वप्रकाशिन्या शोकमोहविनाशिनं। ॐ श्रीचिन्मयसद्गुरवे नमः। ॐ नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन रामप्रेमामृतेन मे। ॐ श्री तुलसीदासाय नमः। Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Overwhelmed with the presence of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji, Mata Shabari ji was in tears. She fell at the feet of Bhagavan Sri Ramchandra ji again and again and again and again. And took him inside the ashram, requested him to sit down where she had already prepared a seat. She's been waiting for decades, remember. Lakshmanji also sat, and She stood in front of him, gazing at Ramchandra ji. There was no thought in her mind also. Why? Everything got choked. Her mind got just choked. She became thoughtless. In fact, one very interesting commentator says she reached almost nirvana there itself because she became thoughtless. However, recollecting herself, she now speaks to Bhagavan. We will see what she speaks in the 35th Chaupai. पानी जोरी आगे भई ठाढ़ी प्रभु ही बिलो की प्रीति अति बाढ़ी केहि विधिय स्तुति करऊं तुम्हारी अधम जाति में जड़मति भारी अधमते अधम अधम अति नारी तीन मह में मति मंद अधारी कह रघुपति सुनु भामिनी बाता मानव एक भगति करनाता जाति पाति कुल धर्म बढ़ाई धन बल परिजन गुण चतुराई भगतिहीन नर सोहई कैसा बिनु जल बारिद देखिय जैसा. She said, पानी जोरी. She folded her hands. आगे बढ़ ठाड़ी. She just stood in front of him. She didn't know what to do. She had collected lot of fruits to give him. She had made so many plans, what all to talk to him. She had prepared the place so beautiful to receive him. But the moment he came, she forgot everything. She folded her hands, stood before him, and while watching him, while gazing at him, that drishya of Bhagavan sitting in front of her, she completely forgot. And she says, Hey Rama, केहि विधि स्तुति करऊं तुम्हारी. All of you might be doing puja at home and things like that. One of the beautiful, stage of the puja, after all the archana, dhupa, deepa, naivedya, arati, etc., after arati there is one portion called Rajopacharaha. And in that Rajopacharaha, Chatram, Chamaram, Nritya, Geetam, all those things are presented to the Bhagavan. It is entertainment. And in that portion, stuti is a very important factor. Chanting a stotra, singing bhajan, very beautiful portion. And there are places where we have seen Rajopachara is beautiful, so beautiful singing. People revel in the joy of chanting and singing. I tell you, it is a beautiful step among the Shodashopachara Puja Vidhi. Rajopachara is a very beautiful step. And she actually, in a manner of saying, she has done the puja. She washed Bhagavan's pada. She offered pushpa to that. All that she has done. And then she gave the fruits which she had, you remember we discussed yesterday. Now she says, Kehi vidhi astuti karaun tumhari. How can I extol you? How can I praise you? What is it that I have to tell you? Because I am choked. And secondly, hey Bhagavan, I am not only choked because you have come Adhama jati mein. I am of the lowest caste, lowest in the descent. Jadamati bhari, buddhumati, very dull wit. So such a dull wit that I am, I don't know how to praise you. I don't know how to sing stuti about you. Adhamate, adhama, adhama, atinari. I am that lowest of the lowest of lowest nari I am. Tinamahame mati manda adhari. And I am of such most dull-headed Bhagavan, and you are adhari. You are a destroyer of all sins. Kaha Raghupati. Now Bhagavan says, when she said, you are the destroyer of sins and I am at the lowest of the lowest of the lowest in the caste also, so I don't know what to do. At that time, Raghupati Kaha, Sunu Bhamini Bata. He says, a Bhamini, what a beautiful name he uses. Sunu, listen to what I say now. You know, this Bhamini is a very beautiful word. According to Shastra, Bhamini means a very, very, very beautiful young woman. We know that Shabari Mata is very old. She has been waiting for decades and decades for Ramchandraji. She was young when she was with Matanga Muni as serving him. And then Muni went away, she remained. Where Matanga Muni told her to stay and take Ramanama Japa. She just stayed there. That's it. Waiting for Bhagavan, chanting Ramanama and preparing for his arrival day in and day out. By the evening, oh, today my Rama has not come. It's okay. Tomorrow he will come. Next day early morning, Brahmi Muhurta, she would get up, clean all the ashram, again collect flowers, again collect fruits. She would not keep the same fruits for him the next day. She will throw it. Again collect beautiful fruits, tasty fruits, tested fruits. See, we don't know whether she really tested. See, there are, if you go to the fruit shop, the vendors and all, even by smell they can understand what kind of a fruit, how good it is or bad it is. Isn't it? So she could have done that also. By the touch of the fruit you will know how good it is or bad it is. Isn't it? When it is hard, then it is good. Then when it ripes, it will become very good. The fruit vendor will know. He doesn't have to eat everything and keep it there. Nobody will come to him. Right? In this case, it is different. But in the case of Shabari Mata, one version says she tasted and then kept. Another version says she would not have done that because Bhagavan is coming. She would have just seen it and then touched it and then whatever it is. Her heart was, to give the best to Bhagavan Sri Ramchandraji. And therefore, now you see, when she was young, she might have been very beautiful, no doubt. But now she is old, withering away. All her skin would have got crimpled. She might have also other places where they show in the TV serial 90 degrees bent probably. So she cannot be looking so beautiful physically. But all said and done, Bhagavan does not see the physical beauty, please. That doesn't mean you can go like one bhikari to temples and things like that, please. You be the best with whatever is available with you. Whatever you are, be the best and go. That is another thing we have discussed earlier. Shabari Mata is so beautiful from her heart. The virtues in her heart, the life that she has lived for the sake of seeing Bhagavan, having his darshan, her devotion, her purity in love made her so beautiful. Isn't it true? The pets, Even a crow, the little crow looks so beautiful because there is love between the mother and the kid. Is it not? Donkey kids also. There is love. And wherever there is love, there is beauty. In Tamil Bhasha, there is one beautiful statement. Kakkaikum tankunju ponkunju. It is said. Even to a crow, its baby crow is like golden crow. It applies, the thought applies wherever there is love. Whenever there is purity of love, then age, body constitution, all that doesn't matter. And the beloved will definitely be beautiful, and see that Bhamini he uses. And therefore, with her, so beautiful heart, when she serves Bhagavan, Bhagavan is so happy. So he says, Sunu Bhamini Bata, listen to my words, O beautiful woman. Manau eka bhagati karanata. I don't look for anything else other than devotion. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. That bhakti is what is important. What you give me is not important. Patram, single, it is singular. Pushpam, singular. Phalam, singular. Toyam, one drop, that's all. You give that only. You don't have to give me Panchapaksha Paramantu. All that is not required. So many bhakshanam you need not keep for me. But with bhakti, with devotion. And that you represent that devotion. You are an embodiment of that devotion. And then he says, Jati, caste. Today so much of talks are going on the caste system. Anyway, we should not get into that. Jati, despite of the fact that you are a so-called low caste. Pati. Pati means what? The Pati Kula, rather. Kula is what? Kinship. The race which you have come. Dharma. Dharma is what? Righteous way of life. But people may be very, very big in that. They might be in a very great kula, and then they might have lot of things, and their name and fame would have spread far and wide. Dhana, wealth. Lot of wealth he may have. Bala, physical strength. Parijana, he might have had so many number of innumerable relationships he might have. Guna, he might be a very well-charactered person. Not that all people who have got money don't have character. That is a wrong, way of thinking. People who have got lot of money also can be people with character. Guna. Chaturai may be very, very intelligent, brilliant, very, very able person. But, Ramchandra says, Bhagati hina nara. In case he is lacking in devotion, Bhagati hina, without devotion, so he kaisa. What is the worth in that person? He might be such a big person in the society, great position, wealth, beautiful physical structure, lot of money, and the name and fame. He might have got good character also. He might be very, very, capable person. But if he has no devotion, he is of no worth at all. His life becomes useless. Bhagati hina nara sohai kesa. You know how he is? Binu jalabari da dekhiya jaisa. That person who is without devotion, he is like that clouds without water content. You have seen clouds, isn't it? There are very pure white clouds and there are dark clouds. When you see the pure white clouds, it will look beautiful. But there is no water, useless. What is the use of that beauty in the cloud when it cannot do anything? But the dark clouds may not be beautiful as such. It is also beautiful. Beauty lies in the eyes of the onlooker. That is a different thing. But it may be spread like that. It will not have beautiful arch-like thing, etc., etc. But they are the water-bearing clouds. They are useful. So, outlook does not matter, the inner being matters. Isn't it? देखिए जैसे, it is like seeing that white cloud without water is like, are these people without bhakti? And therefore, hey Shabari Mata, I will now speak to you on such a beautiful topic. I will speak to you about this beautiful topic. What is a topic? He will explain. We will first read and then go in depth. नवधा भगति कहूँ तो ही पाही, सावधान सुनु धरु मन माही। प्रथम भगति संतन कर संगा, दूसरी रति मम कथा प्रसंगा। गुरुपद पंकज सेवा, तीसरी भगति अमान। चौथी भगति मम गुण गण, करई कपट तजिगान। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Most beautiful topic. Absolutely required for you and me if at all we want Bhagavan. Think. A topic which has got so much of depth in it, which we must understand. He says, Navadha bhagati kahau to hi pahi. I will now tell you about the 9 forms of devotion. Savadhana sunu dharu manamahi. Please listen attentively and enjoy this topic in your heart. Okay. Now, there are few important topics which we have to understand before taking up Navadha Bhakti. Point number 1. Bhakti comes with the root, the Sanskrita root, bhaj. Bhaj means to love, to worship, to praise, sing the glory. Bhaj, bhajati. Until now, what we have seen is people singing the glory of Bhagavan. This is all we have seen. And that's all we know, isn't it? But have we ever seen Bhagavan singing the glory of Bhakta? Think. Some vague stories we might have heard, but that would not get into even Bhakti by itself, devotion by itself doesn't have not gone inside our true self properly. What to talk of Bhagavan singing the glory of Bhakta? Isn't it? We would not have thought about it. But here, Bhagavan says, Bhakta praising Bhagavan is understandable, but today I want to praise my Bhakta who is Shabariji. How? We will see. The Navadha Bhakti, what he is going to teach, what he is going to tell Shabariji, is actually not a teaching to Shabariji. It is a teaching for you and me. How? That also we will see. It is the glory of Shabariji. At the end he will tell, all this I am not telling you because you are already an embodiment of all the 9 forms of bhakti. It is for people who are reading this story, for them to develop this kind of bhakti. At the end he says, Shabariji is an embodiment of all the forms of bhakti. Where is the question of, or where is the need to teach her? Then, there are 3 important things that are accomplished through this Navadha Bhakti. Point number 1. Navadha Bhakti Upadesha. This is a Upadesha for you and me, remember. And it is also a boon that Bhagavan gives to Shabariji. She already has those bhakti, but all said and done. In our case, for example, our bhakti is also all the time temporary. Why? In case Bhagavan gives what we ask, then we have devotion. In case we don't achieve or accomplish what we want, then we have no faith in Bhagavan. We even change Bhagavan. Isn't it? Think. If one Bhagavan does not give, then we go to the other Bhagavan. Now you give because he is useless. You give. Like that we are ready to change Bhagavan also. Our devotion is, there is no guarantee. But here Bhagavan, Shabariji, even though she has everything, she blesses her in the fullest extent for permanent devotion to his feet. How wonderful. And then third is, it is a glorification of Shabariji who has all these Navadha Bhakti. Alright. Now, Narada Bhakti Sutra says, Ekadha api ekadashadhaha bhavati. Even though it is only 1, it appears as 11. But bhakti is only 1, devotion is surrender is only 1. But it appears as though, similarly in this portion we find, it appears as 9 forms. Okay, this is the second part of it. Another most important now. Everything is most important only. This bhakti has got 2 ways of thinking. One is called Bhakta Lakshanas. Bhakta Lakshanani, and the other one is Bhakti Sadhanani. One is Bhakti Lakshanas, another one is Bhakti Sadhanas. What is the difference? We will see. That person in whom bhakti is filled, one who is already into deep bhakti towards Bhagavan, then such a bhakta expresses that bhakti as lakshanas in these forms. This is bhakta lakshanas. In case here is a person who does not have that kind of a bhakti, like you and me, we don't know what real bhakti is. We only say bhakti, we only talk devotion. But are we really devoted? It can be an assumption, it can be an imagination. With due respects, please. I am sure you will agree with me. Now one person says, I don't have bhakti, I don't know what is devotion, I don't know, with vigraha and photo, I cannot get that bhakti. Tell me what to do. Then here is the 9 forms through which one can develop, one can cultivate bhakti. Then the 9 forms becomes not lakshanas, but it becomes sadhana. Bhakti sadhanani. One of them which suits you, you can pursue that. You can pursue 1 or 2 or 3, whatever. Don't get confused, that is very important. But stick to one, go deeper and develop that love towards Bhagavan. Hmm? Then, third part is the very nature of love is to express that love. I have love inside, but I don't know how, I don't want to express. Then it is questionable. Because the very nature of love is to express that love to the beloved, whichever form. And some of the forms are given in 9 forms are given, somewhere it is 11 forms. However, and the 9 forms also here in Tulsi Ramayan it is called as Navadha Bhakti. In Valmiki Ramayan it is called Navavidha Bhakti. And there, and between that and this, there are some small changes might be there. However, ultimately, our expression of love towards Bhagavan is most important. Nothing else matters. Is it not? And so, with the knowledge of Bhakti Sadhana and Bhakta Lakshanas, now Bhagavan is going to explain the Navadha Bhakti. Prathama Bhagati Santana Kara Sangha. The very first way of gaining bhakti. Now, I will talk from our standpoint of wanting to gain these bhakti. Then the end of it is becomes the bhakti lakshana, bhakta lakshanas. Okay, but right now we will talk as bhakti sadhana so that we can get that bhakti, that devotion. The first way, the first path through which we can gain the deep bhakti is through Santana Karasanga, through gaining the fellowship of saints and sages. Gaining the association with saints and sages. Very important, most important. Why? Association, please note, association is a very strong tool. I will tell you examples, you will understand how important is association. Swami Vivekananda once said, I had told this earlier also, tell me who your friends are, I will tell you who you are. This foolish, unintelligent, immature Kutarkavadis will say, oh, my friends can be anything. I need not be this way they are. I can always be different. These are all Kutarkavada. By and large, maybe rare 1 or 2 or 3 people, and exceptions prove the rule, isn't it? So if he is an exception, the others are the same. Think. Very small things also influence our mind. Association influences our mind. Yes or no? Tell me. The boy was getting first rank in his class till 4th, 5th, 6th standard. The 7th standard, 95% became 59%. 59% became 45% and 2%. He was such a wonderful boy. Then what happened? The parents have got a way of speaking to others about their children. I don't know, this fellow was very brilliant. He is a very brilliant person, you know. Then what happened? He fell into bad company. Don't we say that? Don't we say that? He fell into bad company. She got, associated with some bad friends and they have spoiled her. How many times we tell this? Please note, we are discussing something which is very, very important. Now, when we talk about the children and all, elders don't feel, oh yeah, I am good, they are bad. No, 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 I will come one after the other, I will come. Very important topic. Therefore, I might go a little slow. Doesn't matter, worth it. Listen carefully. Now, the boy, if he was so good, please be very attentive. Please be very attentive. If the boy's samskaras are very strong, won't he not understand that other company is a bad company? I should avoid. Think. If he is so strong in his goodness, he will not get associated with the other person. This is one point. Second point. If his goodness was so strong, the other person should change. Why should he change? Sangha, association. If he is so good and the other person gets associated with him, or he gets associated with that person, he should change the other person's way of life, way of thinking, and the other person should have become good. Why did he become bad? That means logically, technically, intellectually, his goodness was not that strong. Because it was not strong, he fell prey to the influence of the other person. Think. Same with the other person who is very bad. If his bad thinking is very strong, and if this person is a little 50-50, then he will have the upper hand to spoil this boy also. Think. If he was weak, then he will see this person who is very good and he will come in association with this person and change over to become good. This is the same character, this is the same logic with which conversions take place. I don't know whether it's right for me to bring the topic, but having brought it, let me discuss. The people who want other people to get converted, wretched people, whichever religion they belong to, they go and tap their weakness. It's a very strong point, please be attentive. They tap their weakness and they fall prey. They cannot tap their strong point. Think. If I am strong, no power on earth can come and defeat me or influence me. If I am not strong, then I am prey to anything and everything. Therefore, that is why samskaras are very important. The samskaras that the parents give to the children at the very young age goes deep into the child and settles down properly. And such a child, while growing, even if there are bad influence, the samskaras which are strong inside will protect them. But if the samskaras are not strong, then they become a victim. Think. Therefore, the association is nothing but my thinking. My thinking must be such good that I become strong in the good thoughts and the weaker thoughts cannot come anywhere near. Therefore, Acharya Shankara said, Sangaha Satsu Vidhiyatam. Associate with yourself with Sat Purusha, Sat Katana, Sat Chintana, Sat Kirtana, Sat Bhava. Think. All for what? So that I become strong in that Sat, in good. And the one who has associated himself or herself towards good people, good thinking, Sat Sangha, such a person cannot fall prey. Impossible. If we are falling prey, that means we may have sadguna, no doubt about it. We have got developed, lot of good thoughts, all that may be there. They are not strong enough. Therefore, Santanakara Sangha here means go in association with good people, Santa Purushas, etc. So that through that association, my quality and texture of thoughts becomes stronger. So strong, the foundation becomes so strong that even though there is wavering because of the storm of all the other influences, even though the building may waver, it will not fall. Why? The foundations are very strong. Think. It does not apply only to the construction area. It applies to our physical, the individual's foundation also. Therefore, that is the reason why we want samskaras. Give the children, he will grow later, let him understand. No. Like, that small plant which is growing. You have to keep the sides clean. Around the plant, you have to clean. And then put a mesh, for protection. Otherwise, anything and everything will come and eat it away. Or the weeds will grow and cover it up. So you put a protection, cover, and then slowly it will grow. When it grows very well, it may even cover up that particular wall that you have made to protect. No more protection is required. It is so strong, nothing can make it weak. Similarly, our quality and texture of thoughts which we entertain must have that strong foundation of our Sanatana Samskaras. Think. These Samskaras makes the root very strong, and when the root is strong, whatever happens to the plant or the tree, even if it is chopped atop, it will again sprout and grow. Why? Samskaras are strong. And where did that samskara come from? Sangha, association. Initially, parents give association, grandparents give association, then the teachers give the samskaras, and slowly that child, if the samskaras are very strong, will also pick up friends of the similar samskaras only. Birds of the same feather flock together. Think. So similarly, even the schools we see, all the first rank type of children, they will be in one group. The mediocre children, they will be in one group. The other people which even Bhagavan cannot help, they will wander around everywhere. Think. Haven't we seen? Why seen? We also would have been like that. That is the power of association. Therefore, Sangaha, extremely important. With whom we have association with. Think. It not only applies for our individual, family to family. Think. Community to community. State to state, nation to other nations. What we are involved is only because of our association. Therefore, involve myself. How do I involve myself? My thought pattern has to change. When the thought pattern has to change, it must know where, how long, for what, why. All these things I think, and based on my proper analysis, I involve myself. Thus, when the quality and texture of thoughts are beautifully maintained, I become a person with strong roots of my samskaras. No power on earth can change me. The evil forces around me can never come and touch me. Like how today we can take this topic. Indian defense system is so strong. Nobody can come and play with it. Just because I am strong, I don't have to go anywhere and do anything. But I keep myself well protected. That evil influence cannot come and play with me. Similar is my mind. My intelligence, my samskaras, my analysis, my clarity in thinking, if it is strong enough and I remain unaffected by the evil forces around me, then no power on me, no power on earth can come and shake me. Why? Because of the deep samskaras which I have got through what? Association. Sangha satsu vidhiyatam. Santana kara sangha. Therefore, association is very, very important in life. Without proper association, we will fall prey. Later we will see in our Uttarakanda, Binusat Sangana Hari Katha. Without Satsanga, you can't get Hari Katha. Tehi binu mohana bhaga. Without Satsanga, without Hari Katha, without proper understanding, moha na bhaga. My delusion will not go away. Moha gaye binu Ramapada. Without delusion being eradicated, eliminated, destroyed in my inner being, I cannot reach Ramapada. Therefore, hoina drida vishwasa, without elimination of that, I will not have drida vishwasa in Ramapada. If I have to gain drida vishwasa in Ramapada, association must be proper. Think. And therefore, Tulsidasi takes first itself as Prathama Bhagati. First as Bhagati is Santanakara Sangha. Associate yourself with Satsanga, Satpurusha, Satkatana, Satchintana, Satkarya, Sadbhavana. It is possible. We offer ourselves to wrong ideas and then why blame the world? Why blame Bhagavan? Why blame parents? Why blame the government? Think. If I need to grow inward, I alone am responsible. And how would I make it responsible? By having the right contact, right association, right thinking. Think. Prathama Bhagati Santanakara Sangha. We will continue tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।